Case of Christy Sean and Joseph Codd, a tale of friendship turned fatal in the quiet town of Lear, North Carolina. Have you ever wondered how well you truly know those closest to you? Join us as we unravel the tragic events that shook this provincial community to its core and explore the dark underbelly of betrayal and deception. This is the story of why a friend would massacre an entire family.
Only on to the friends of a murdered contestant on Food Network star are demanding justice.
Investigators have arrested a contractor in the deaths of the pregnant woman and her husband.
The newlyweds were also expecting a baby. The two were about to embark on a new movie project, but never made it.
Their relationship blossomed swiftly, culminating in a lavish wedding ceremony attended by a host of friends, family members, and industry insiders. Christy's catering business thrived under JT's support, painting a picture of a couple seemingly living out their dreams. Yet, beneath the veneer of happiness, cracks began to show in Christy and JT's relationship. Concerned friends noticed changes in Christy's demeanor, while whispers of JT's controlling behavior circulated quietly. Despite these red flags, Christy remained steadfast in her commitment to their marriage, holding on to belief in their love and shared aspirations. Tragedy struck abruptly in 2015 when Christy Sean, JT, and their unborn child met a devastating end in their own home.
Newlyweds JT and Christy Codd had recently moved to North Carolina, but had strong ties to the TV and film community in Los Angeles. He a key grip handling camera equipment. She a set caterer and past Food Network star contestant. Friends including writer-producer Perry Sachs say the two were reported missing on Sunday when family members couldn't reach them. Then came the news.
My heart stopped. It was like it just turned into a rock, like a stone in my chest.
The perpetrator, Daniel, once a close friend from Christy's acting days, committed this unspeakable act under motivations that remain murky. Investigators speculated on possible factors of jealousy and resentment. The aftermath of these murders reverberated deeply within the community, leaving loved ones grappling with profound sorrow and disbelief.
Days later, their neighborhood handyman Robert Jason Owens was arrested for their murders. Longtime friend, actor AJ Buckley tells me Codd was employing Owens, paying him for odd jobs around the house.
JT didn't need a handyman. JT was helping this guy out and knew that this guy needed money.
Owens was even invited to the couple's wedding. There he is in the background. Police believe Owens murdered the couple and their unborn baby on Thursday, then returned to their home Sunday night to steal a laptop, jewelry, and a handgun.
Christy, renowned for her vibrant personality and promising career, saw her future abruptly snatched away, leaving behind unfulfilled ambitions and potential. The enduring lessons gleaned from the tragic saga of Christy Sean and Joseph Codd serve as a stark admonition about the perils hidden beneath facades of seemingly perfect lives. It stands as a poignant cautionary tale about betrayal, jealousy, and the heart-wrenching repercussions of misplaced trust, urging vigilance and discernment in all relationships.
She's 5 months pregnant, and he was so happy about that and how someone could kill a pregnant woman. And this guy knew that she was pregnant, how happy they were.
Friends are still in shock. They remember JT as a loving, bigger-than-life guy who would go out of his way to help others. Christy the same.
I can only take solace in, or a little solace in, is that I know that the three of them are together. And they're at peace, and they don't have to go through this.
As we navigate our own relationships and friendships, it becomes crucial to remain vigilant and sensitive to the subtle warning signs of potential abuse or manipulation. Christy's story is a poignant reminder that even those closest to us may have undisclosed motives or hidden darkness. Therefore, prioritizing our safety and well-being should always take precedence, guiding us to foster relationships built on trust, transparency, and mutual respect. Christy Sean and Joseph Codd, both accomplished in their fields, embodied a life of success and happiness. Their love story captivated many, culminating in a fairy tale wedding celebrated by hundreds of well-wishers. As they exchanged vows and danced joyously into their future, little did they know the tragic turn their lives would soon take. Amidst their plans and the anticipation of their first child, tragedy struck with devastating force. In a chilling twist, Christy and Joseph vanished without a trace, leaving behind unanswered questions and shattered dreams. The farmhouse, once vibrant with laughter and love, now stood as a silent witness to the horrors that unfolded within. What could drive someone to commit such a horrific act? The answer lies in the dark recesses of human nature, where envy, betrayal, and greed reside.
The couple was pretty involved in the movie industry.
That's right. Yesterday we talked all about Owens and his criminal past, but today it's all about the victims, this power couple that everyone seemed to know, even in Hollywood. We still don't have the answers to why and how 38-year-old Christy and her husband, 45-year-old JT Codd, were murdered. But the Buncombe County Medical Examiner, Dr. Sharon Swede, released a statement Wednesday saying, quote, "The Sheriff's Department has collected the remains suspected to be the two missing persons, but that has not been confirmed yet."
As investigators delved deeper into the case, they uncovered a web of lies and manipulation, revealing a sinister plot crafted by someone who had once posed as a friend. Delving into the layers of this haunting mystery unveils the intricate dynamics that led to Christy and Joseph's tragic end. From the peaceful countryside to the glitzy world of show business, their journey was marked by challenges and trials. Yet, amid the chaos and uncertainty, their love endured, a symbol of strength in adversity. The heartbreaking story of Christy Sean and Joseph Codd serves as a poignant reminder of life's fragility and the shadows that can lurk within even the most promising situations. It prompts us to contemplate the importance of discernment and trust in our relationships, urging caution against the unseen risks that may lie beneath seemingly flawless surfaces.
Now, this is an investigation that's not going anywhere anytime soon. Those unidentified human remains are being sent to Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center tomorrow for an autopsy, and the sheriff says that no new information is being released until the scene has been processed by detectives.
Their tale remains a powerful cautionary narrative, encouraging us to value each moment and uphold honesty and sincerity in all aspects of our lives. But as the saying goes, the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows. Behind the veneer of friendship and camaraderie, a sinister figure emerged, driven by motives that defied understanding. What compelled this individual to commit such a heinous act, and what buried secrets awaited discovery? Initial suspicions surrounding the perpetrator raised red flags among investigators, prompting an exhaustive dive into his background and activities. What they unearthed was deeply unsettling. The man had a troubling history marked by petty crimes, brushes with the law, including allegations of burglary and vandalism, and a reputation for unpredictable behavior and a volatile temperament. These factors quickly elevated him to a prime suspect status in the investigation. The question lingered. Could this seemingly innocuous neighbor truly be capable of orchestrating such a grave crime?
At this hour, investigators are on Robert Jason Owens' property looking for evidence in the deaths of reality TV star Christy Codd, her husband JT, and their unborn child. The new search began yesterday. News 13's Kim King is live in Leicester now. So Kim, what do you see?
As of yesterday, we do know that investigators are looking for human remains, and this afternoon they are still back on the property, continuing to dig on the property. This is some video that we took just about 20 minutes ago. We saw what we believe is a detective or sheriff's officer at the scene taking a rake and a shovel back up the road on Owens' property to be used for some kind of excavation on the land. Owens' property is cordoned off with crime tape, but we could hear what sounded like digging, though there is a valley and we are unable to see much of the activity or investigation on the property. The double wide that burned several Fridays ago on Owens' property now has crime tape up around it. There are multiple sheriff's deputies and investigators at the scene and arriving in unmarked cars as we watched what was going on off Owens Cove Road.
As the inquiry progressed, more disturbing revelations came to light, painting a portrait of a troubled individual with a shadowy past and a propensity for violence. Was his motivation rooted in jealousy, revenge, or some other insidious motive lurking beneath the surface? As days stretched into weeks, the search for Christy and Joseph intensified. Law enforcement agencies from across the state pooled their resources and expertise in a concerted effort to unravel the mystery. Yet, despite their exhaustive efforts and the unwavering support of the community, the whereabouts of the missing couple remained agonizingly elusive. Their loved ones clung to hope, yearning for answers and praying for a miracle that would bring them home safely. The case of Christy Sean and Joseph Codd stands as a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind the facade of normalcy. It underscores the imperative of vigilance and caution in our interactions, urging us to heed the warning signs and prioritize safety in our relationships.
A North Carolina man has been charged with murder in the case of 2 missing people, including Food Network star contestant Christy Sean Codd. Codd and her husband, Joseph J.T. Codd, were reported missing on Sunday. Christy Codd was reportedly 5 months pregnant with the couple's first child. On Monday night, authorities were seen searching the home of 36-year-old Robert Jason Owens, who lived about half a mile from the Codds and was the couple's contractor. He was arrested the next day. Owens is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of murder of an unborn child. He was also charged with larceny after breaking and entering the Codds' home. An arrest warrant stated Owens murdered the Codds March 12th, 3 days before they were reported missing. Officials still haven't released information about the location or state of the Codds' remains.
As the investigation continues, the quest for justice and closure persists, driven by the memory of 2 lives tragically interrupted and the pursuit of truth in the face of unimaginable loss. But as time passed and leads grew cold, the grim reality began to settle in. The prospects of finding Christy and Joseph alive were diminishing with each passing day. The farmhouse, once vibrant and full of life, now stood as a somber testament to the tragedy that had befallen this once joyous couple. As the investigation hit roadblocks and dead ends, unsettling questions lingered, casting a shadow of doubt and unease over the close-knit community of Lear, North Carolina. What had happened to Christy and Joseph? And who could be accountable for their sudden disappearance? Details emerged revealing Robert's troubled past, including a criminal record marred by convictions for burglary and assault, alongside previous incarceration. Despite his facade as a helpful neighbor and friend, deep-seated resentment and envy toward Christy and Joseph simmered beneath the surface. Robert perceived their lives as a stark contrast to his own, fueling a simmering rage that would ultimately erupt into tragedy. The shocking revelation of Robert's confession sent shockwaves through the community of Lear, North Carolina, leaving residents grappling with the stark realization that someone they trusted and considered part of their community could commit such a heinous act.
Mr. Owens is charged with 3 Class A felonies, which carry a maximum possible sentence of death. At this time, to comport with our ethical obligations in the District Attorney's Office and ensure that we have fair proceedings, it's important that I basically not make a comment about the pending matters as they're set now. And that's an obligation that we owe the public in every case that's filed here in the courthouse. So at this time, I can't really comment further, but he is charged with 3 very serious crimes and Class A felonies.
And if it is a case, pretty serious matters here, would you be comfortable pursuing the death penalty in a case like this?
As the case progresses towards trial, the families of Christy and Joseph are left to wrestle with profound grief and anguish over the loss of their loved ones. They struggle to reconcile the devastating truth that a person they once welcomed into their lives as a friend could be responsible for the cruel fate that befell Christy and Joseph. The chilling story of Christy Sean and Joseph Codd reminds us how darkness can unexpectedly affect those close to us. It stresses the importance of being aware and addressing warning signs before it's too late. As the community seeks closure and justice, they come together to mourn the lives lost and the peace shattered in their once peaceful town. The case involving Christy Sean, Joseph Codd, and Zeb Quinn serves as a stark reminder of hidden dangers in everyday life. It emphasizes the need for communities to stay vigilant and watch out for potential threats. During the legal process, Robert Owens' detailed confessions revealed shocking details. He admitted to being involved in Zeb Quinn's disappearance and the murders of Christy Sean and Joseph Codd. Evidence found at Owens' home supported his admissions, uncovering a disturbing truth. He was responsible for the tragic fate of his friends and implicated in Zeb Quinn's long-standing disappearance.
The escape of the 3 young women in Cleveland gives hope to families still waiting for missing loved ones to return. And that's true here in the mountains with the Zeb Quinn case. 12 years ago, the teenager was last seen in Asheville after he left work. News 13's Cheryl Barber talked with his mother, and he joins us live at the place where Quinn's car was found. Cheryl, any new developments in the Zeb Quinn case?
No new leads have developed for years in this case, but the teenager's mother is holding out hope that someday she'll have some answers.
There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about Zeb and wonder where he is.
It's a loss without closure, with plenty of clues, but no resolution.
Wonder what he would be doing now if he was still with us.
Zeb's mother, Denise Vlahakis, has only pictures and memories of a son with a bright future, working at Walmart on Hendersonville Road. He left there on the night of January 2nd, 2000, was last seen at a Citgo convenience store on Long Shoals Road around 9:30 p.m. His light blue Mazda showed up 2 weeks later at Little Pig's Barbecue, lips painted on the rear window in lipstick. His mother has some hope he could have been kidnapped and is still alive.
Since we've never found his body, in the back of my mind, there's always the possibility. In Zeb's case, I think that there's so many other pieces of information that we have that lead more to the probability of foul play. But until we find his body, in the back of my mind, there's always a little bit of hope.
As the community continues to process this tragedy, they grapple with deep sadness and disbelief. They are united in their determination to seek justice for the victims and closure for their grieving families. This heartbreaking story reminds us to stay vigilant, show empathy, and support each other to protect our communities from hidden dangers that can suddenly disrupt lives and peace of mind. In a tense and somber courtroom, Robert Owens faced the consequences of his actions as he received a life sentence without the possibility of parole for his horrific crimes. His shocking confession and the disturbing details of what he did shook the community of Lear, North Carolina, as they struggled to grasp that someone they once trusted could commit such terrible acts. As this difficult legal chapter nears its end, lingering questions remain about Owens's motives and the full extent of his crimes. The families of Christy Sean, Joseph Codd, and Zeb Quinn continue to endure profound sorrow and anguish caused by these senseless acts of violence. Their pursuit of justice and closure remains steadfast, driven by their desire to honor the memories of their loved ones and find peace, knowing justice has been served. This tragic case serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of vigilance and awareness within our communities. It urges us all to be attentive to warning signs of danger and to take action before tragedies occur. The impact of betrayal and violence reverberates deeply, leaving lasting wounds that may never fully heal for those affected, individuals, families, and entire communities alike. The case of Robert Owens unravels as a haunting saga of betrayal and unimaginable brutality, forcing us to question the very essence of humanity and the depths of depravity that some are capable of reaching. This true crime documentary delves deeply into the chilling tale of Christy Sean, Joseph Codd, and Zeb Quinn, a narrative that sends shivers down the spine and compels us to confront the stark reality that darkness can lurk within those who seem outwardly ordinary. Once trusted as a friend and neighbor, Robert Owens wrought profound devastation upon the community of Lear, North Carolina, through his abhorrent actions.
Of killing a couple and their unborn baby, now faces new accusations in addition to the murder charges. WYFF News 4's Allie Miles spoke to Robert Jason Owens' family after he made his first appearance in district court.
New charges for the man deputies say admitted to taking and destroying the bodies of JT and Christy Codd and their unborn child. The district attorney says they dismissed the breaking and entering and larceny charges and added 2 counts of dismemberment and 2 counts of robbery with a dangerous weapon. But he did say off camera that his brother is laid back, easygoing, and he believes innocent. He said, quote, "We've all got our faults, but I don't believe he did do it. But if he did, there was a reason. It wasn't random."
From the troubling disappearance of Zeb Quinn to the savage murders of Christy Sean and Joseph Codd, Owen's crimes reverberated with chilling implications. The harrowing details, such as dismemberment, incineration of bodies, burglary, and robbery, paint a vivid and disturbing picture of human depravity at its darkest depths. Despite facing charges that warranted the death penalty, Owens's defense strategy brought to light his history of depression and mental disorders, igniting debates over his level of culpability in these heinous acts. In a controversial and pivotal turn of events, Robert Owens chose to enter into a plea deal where he admitted responsibility for the murders of Christy Sean and Joseph Codd. This decision spared him from facing capital punishment, but resulted in a substantial sentence of 59 years behind bars. However, the unsettling mystery surrounding Zeb Quinn's disappearance persisted, casting a shadow of uncertainty and leaving open the possibility that Owens could escape accountability in that case. During his address to the courtroom, Owens sought forgiveness while maintaining his innocence, a plea that failed to sway the families of the victims. They viewed Owens' calculated actions as driven by selfish motives, causing wounds that may never fully heal. The case of Robert Owens stands as a haunting reminder of how deeply betrayal and violence can impact a community. It emphasizes the urgent need for vigilance and awareness, urging us all to heed warning signs and take action before irreparable harm occurs. As the families of Christy Sean, Joseph Codd, and Zeb Quinn continue to confront their profound loss, they persist in their pursuit of justice and closure, determined to honor the memories of their loved ones amidst the enduring pain caused by Owens' incomprehensible acts. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, press the subscribe button, and also drop your thoughts in the comment section.